Have you ever stared at a blank page and thought, I'm not good enough to write this? Or maybe you've wondered if anyone would even care about your story. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Every writer faces self-doubt, but today I'm going to give you 5 ways to slay that inner critic and unlock your confidence. Let's go. Hi, I'm Wayne Kelly, a writer, podcast host and coach. I love to help writers develop their skills and get their books and stories out into the world. And in this video, I'll share 5 proven strategies to overcome self-doubt, including creating a doubt journal and reframing negative thoughts into positive ones. All of this and more is available in my free downloadable Writer's Survival Kit, which is packed with tips to keep you motivated all year long, and the link for that is in the description. So if you're ready to take control of your writing confidence, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more tips, inspiration and resources. Okay, self-doubt. It's something every writer experiences. You know, that voice in your head that says things like, my ideas aren't good enough, no one will care about my story, I don't have the talent for this, or maybe even I'm just not a writer. If that sounds familiar, then here's the thing. Self-doubt is not the problem. The problem is how we respond to it. As host of the Right Place podcast, I've interviewed literally hundreds of published authors, and even the highly successful and experienced ones, the ones that you've probably heard of with several novels under the belt, still have to overcome self-doubt when they sit down to write their next book. It's one of the reasons their work continues to improve. So the sooner you embrace it as part of the creative process, if you like, then the sooner you'll not only be able to quieten the voices of self-doubt, you'll be able to tame them and use them to your advantage. Because left unchecked, self-doubt can stop us in our tracks. But with the right strategies, you can turn self-doubt into a powerful tool for growth. So let me show you how. So, the first strategy is creating a doubt journal. Now, this is where you write down all of those negative thoughts. Why? Because when you see them on paper, they basically become less intimidating. It's as simple as that. And you can start to separate the fact from the fiction. Here's how it works. Next time you're feeling stuck, grab your journal and jot down what's holding you back. Doesn't matter how trivial or whiny it might seem in the moment, be honest and write it down. Then ask yourself, is this really true, or is it just fear talking? And also make a note of what else is going on that day. Are you tired? Did you get enough sleep? Is your day job busy? Do you feel stressed? Because all of these external factors can and will influence how you're feeling. But remember, thoughts aren't facts. They're usually hugely influenced by our emotions and even our physical and mental health on any given day. And it's amazing how much clarity this exercise can bring, trust me. So make it a new habit. Next up, let's deal with that inner critic. Here's a fun trick. Turn it into a character. Give it a name, a backstory, even a ridiculous voice if you like. The idea is to take away its power by making it something you can basically laugh at and mock. For example, my inner critic is Ron. He's a grumpy slob who has the cheek to tell me my ideas are too unfocused or that I can't write. This is the same bloke, by the way, that also tells me to have another biscuit and not do any exercise, but that's another story. But instead of letting him win, I imagine saying, thanks for your input, Ron, but I know what you're up to and I've got this. But what would your inner critic look like? Let me know in the comments because I'd love to hear how they compare to Ron. Strategy number 3. Now that you've named your critic, let's reframe what he or she is telling you. Because the way that you talk to yourself really matters. So instead of saying, I'm terrible at this, try saying, I'm learning and I'm improving every day. And here are some other examples straight from my Writer's Survival Kit. I'll never finish this becomes I just need to focus on the next step. No one will care about my story becomes I'm writing for myself first and then my audience will follow. The Survival Kit has got a whole section, by the way, on reframing self-doubt, so make sure you grab your free copy for more ideas and the link is in the description. Strategy number 4 is shift to action. But what do I mean by that? Well, self-doubt thrives when you're stuck in your head, overthinking and second-guessing every idea. And the best way to shut that down is to take action. Any action. Doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be perfect. Start small. Write a single sentence, you could brainstorm 3 ideas, or maybe even sketch out a rough outline for your next scene. Just give yourself a very simple challenge, something you can start right now in the moment when self-doubt threatens to overwhelm you. So if you're feeling stuck, try setting a timer for 5 or 10 minutes, and during that time, focus completely on writing. No judgment, no overthinking, that's key. Just words on the page. And when the timer goes off, you'll find you've created momentum, and believe me, that is powerful. And here's why it works. It's quite simple, because action, it breaks that cycle of overthinking. It shifts your focus away from the voice of doubt and towards making progress, no matter how messy that might feel. And here's the trick: celebrate every tiny step you take. Whether that's writing a paragraph or just a sentence, you've proven that self-doubt doesn't control you. Progress, not perfection. That's what we're looking for, because that's what builds confidence. So next time you're stuck, ask yourself, what's one thing I can do right now? Then go and do it. That's how you quieten the doubt, and that's how you keep moving forward. Finally, let's talk about building your own survival kit. So think of it as your toolbox for writing confidence. It could include journaling prompts, inspiring quotes, or even rituals that help you focus, or it might even be a short, positive, uplifting YouTube video that you get some kind of confidence from, as long as you don't obviously go into procrastination. That's a different subject for a different day. But if you use an app like Evernote or even your standard notes app, make a note of anything that helps you in a moment of doubt or crisis. This is basically a bag of tricks. It's there to shake things up and get you going again. In fact, the free Write or Die Writer's Survival Kit I've created is a good start for that, and it's also only volume 1 of a series I'll be doing over the year, and they'll all be free. So click on the link in the description and grab it today to start building your own wider survival kit. So there you go. 5 strategies to slay self-doubt. Create a doubt journal, personify your inner critic, reframe those negative thoughts, shift to action, and build your own survival kit. But maybe you've got your own suggestions, or you've got a question for me. Great. Drop it in the comments below. Remember, self-doubt doesn't have to hold you back. You've got everything you need to succeed as a writer. If you found this helpful, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel for more tips and inspiration. Thanks for watching, and here's to slaying self-doubt and making this your best writing year yet.